Some of the most expensive resorts in the world don't just look beautiful. They feel sacred. It's not the marble floors or the designer furniture. Sometimes it's nature as the main anchor. Or rather, how they manipulate nature to make you feel rich, calm, and elevated the moment you step in. Today, you'll discover the unexpected tricks luxury resorts use to tap into your senses and psychology using plants, stone, water, sound, and even the air itself. You can copy these strategies at home with 0 renovations and a tiny budget. Let's get into it. Luxury resorts often place mirrors or glass in such a way that it reflects a natural view you don't own, but your brain thinks you do. This is called borrowed scenery, or shake, in Japanese garden design. It instantly makes your space feel more expansive, prestigious, and rooted in nature. Place a mirror where it reflects even a small patch of tree, sky, or garden. It tricks the brain into thinking your space is part of something grand. If there's no view, use a nature photo or digital frame with movement, like rustling trees or waves. Movement creates perceived space. Even a reflection of your indoor plant in a mirror doubles its presence, subtly communicating abundance. You know that feeling when a breeze glides through a luxury suite, even when the doors are closed? Moving air equals freshness, openness, freedom. Resorts engineer gentle airflow to mimic nature. It signals prestige because the space feels alive. Position a quiet fan near sheer curtains or lightweight fabric. Let the fabric move. It creates the illusion of wind, of openness, of unbothered elegance. Mist the fabric very lightly before a guest arrives. That motion plus subtle scent in the air equal unforgettable experience. Resorts often lower the bed, drop the furniture, and raise the ceiling. Not physically, but perceptually. The closer you are to the ground, on soft textures, the more grounded and centered you feel. This is associated with exclusivity and privacy in luxury psychology. Use floor cushions or low ottomans with a soft rug. Drape fabric slightly over the edge of a table or chair to visually lower the space. Raise just one element overhead, like hanging a single pendant light slightly higher than expected. This contrast deepens the vertical illusion. You might think luxury is about shine, but high-end resorts use raw, textured stone to trigger emotional grounding. Natural textures reduce mental fatigue. Stone is associated with timelessness and stability. It sends a signal to the subconscious. You're safe. You're supported. You belong here. Use stone coasters, textured planters, or even stacked river rocks in a bowl. Add a small slate tile as a tray for candles or jewelry. Wet the stone before guests arrive. That darkened color? Resorts do this to intensify texture and richness without saying a word. Luxury hotels use plants. But it's not really about adding plants. It's about how they are arranged. The brain finds groups of 3 or 5 more pleasing and controlled. Resorts cluster plants to feel like a curated jungle, not random decor. Choose one tall, one medium, and one trailing plant. Group them in a triangle layout. Place them near natural light for realism. Add a small speaker behind the plants with faint nature sounds, birds rustling leaves. It creates an unconscious association with depth and escape. Play with shadow and light. High-end resorts don't just light a room. They light shadows. Shadow layers stimulate curiosity and emotional intimacy. They signal privacy, comfort, and depth, all tied to wealth and peace. Use a small spotlight, angled toward a textured wall or plant. Let the shadow become part of your design. Let light pass through leaves or woven objects. The projected pattern activates a primal memory of being under trees. Deeply calming. Bring nature rituals. Luxury isn't the object. It's the rhythm. Repeating a small sensory ritual with nature builds emotional luxury. Ritual equals meaning. And meaning equals richness. Light the same natural candle or incense at the same time every evening. Water your plants mindfully in a specific order. Name the ritual. Call it evening retreat, or quiet bloom. Now, your home doesn't just feel nice, it feels sacred. Luxury resorts don't use more nature, they use it smarter. You don't need to live in a forest or build a fountain. You just need to curate the illusion of nature, movement, grounding, texture, rhythm, and breath. And that's what makes your home feel rich. Not because of what's in it, but because of how you experience it.